Hey beloveds, do you remember the game hide and seek? I'm sure you do. You can't forget that. You can't forget the fun of hiding and finding the best spot and just waiting for someone to be found. I remember playing with my dad a long time ago when I was a kid. My dad would hide, and my dad was a big guy, over 6 feet tall. And at the time I thought he was the worst hider, because he would always find like the worst spots to hide in. Like he would hide behind a bucket or something, and I would see his 6-foot frame there hiding behind a bucket, and I would come up and he would begin to make noise like he was some kind of animal in a corner. I just thought, Dad, you're the worst. It's like you want to be found. And of course now as a parent I realize it's exactly what happens. Is my dad did want to be found, and I do the same thing now as a dad. When I play with my kids, I want to be found by them. And I'm discovering in this season that the Lord wants to be found by us. We came out of a 10-day fast. We ended it last week before the holidays. I feel like my heart is just more tender this season than it's been in a long time. Just more awareness of the presence of the Lord, more aware, just more aware of my need for Him. Hebrews 11:6 says that without faith it's impossible to please God. For those who come to Him must believe that He is, and that He is a rewarder of those who diligently seek Him. And I believe that we're in a season where God, He wants to lose at the game of hide and seek. You know, you might think He's in a corner, but He's doing everything He can to give Himself away and to be found. There's a principle in the Word and in the Christian faith, a principle of the hiddenness, of the digging to find the treasure, of the knocking for the door to be opened, of the asking in order to receive. That's why Jesus spoke in parables. It would hide from those who had no heart to hear. I don't know why that is. I don't know why He chose to reveal Himself in that way. But there's a principle, it's still true. And this is a season, though, where I think God just wants to tear down as many of those walls as He can. He wants to reveal His heart to His church and to His bride in such fresh ways. I think He's tenderizing hearts for the ones who want, for those who want to have ears to hear. He is cleaning out our ears from stuff that has blocked it. You know, for hearts who want to respond, the Lord is tenderizing our hearts. For the ones who want to understand, He is quickening our minds. My prayer for us, for my church family, for my family, and just for this generation, is that we would have an urgency and a diligency about seeking after Him. I think the time is coming when the faith that's required for obedience will be greater than we've known. We're going to be required to live at a greater level of faith, a greater level of trust, a greater level of dependency. Some of the crutches that we've leaned on are going to be stripped away. I just feel like the Lord is tempering us and testing us and calling us just to a resoluteness, and He wants to reward hearts that are seeking after Him with an increase of faith, with an increase of His presence, with just an increase of the goodness and the overflow of His heart. So I want to encourage you, keep pressing in. You know, let's keep praying and fasting. Wednesdays and Fridays, these are great days for prayer and fasting. These are great days to set these times aside. Let's just kind of keep cultivating this heart. Just begin to ask the Lord for tender hearts. Ask the Lord for minds that are quickened to the things of the kingdom. Love you guys, praying for you.